Hey folks, this is a real quick one. This is one of my variegated willows. You can see here I've done a little bit of pruning on this lowest branch. I did not wire this one. I've been wiring the other ones mostly to keep the cat away from them. But my next thickest branch up here has finally started to do what I needed to do, develop more branches off of it. It does have this scarring that probably will never heal. But as it develops these branches, I'm not going to need all of them. In fact, I'm not going to need this thickness at all, this high up in the tree. So I'm going to take it back and see if I can get this one to develop. If not, I can work with the other ones. Take off all these little guys here. They don't need to be there. They're just little, distractions from the main show here. This is one of the ones I seal with lipstick, so I'm trying to be cautious about how I stick my fingers in here so I'm not smearing it on something. All right, so that one, hopefully, this bottom piece will take off, grow. I'll have a nice thick base here at the tree. Little guy right here. And that's all I'm really looking for there. Going farther up the tree, I'm getting a lot of these branches that grow from the top instead of from one of the sides, which is kind of frustrating, but understandable. That's how trees like to grow. They like to grow towards the sun. Um, so although I cut this one back, it's not really doing what I want it to do. Same thing with the one down here and the one up here. Now, I do need to adjust some of the angles on these branches. Front, I think, is going to be, try to decide the front. I think I was going to have the front right about there. So if that's the front, then, you know, this is okay. This is a nice side branch. I think it should be coming farther forward, so I'll do that. Easy enough. This one again, not a bad branch, heading towards the back. I would like to go backwards with the next division that I do. Just I want this one to come forwards and this one to continue to come forwards. This is a back branch. I have already had it butt out and do some stuff for me, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to leave it right now because I don't think there's much. Well, you know what? Let's take it back to here. I don't know what this swelling is here. It was a wound. It may have been a parasite or something. So I'm going to take that off. Make sure that parasite or whatever happened there can't get back into the tree. Yeah, it looks like that might have been a parasite. And this is the branch I thought was going to take off anyways. Got a little bit of crotch growth here. Got to keep them crotches clean and airy, right? That off. This guy right here is not technically crotch growth, but not necessary. With these right here. So we're going to take those off. Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to watch my volume. I keep forgetting myself. Coming up the tree, this is a new shoot that came off. I'm not sure I need it. It's not really necessary. It's not in a good place. So I'm going to take it way far back. If it dies, it dies. And then up to the apex, I've got, all these fun branches. These two are opposing. I'm not going to need both on the bottom, so it's going to come off. Press that there. Clean up that cut. And then farther up, I think this will be my leader. Although I can still make this the leader. And this would be a front branch. It's kind of an eye poker. So we'll take that one off super short as well. That way, it sort of redirects itself. I don't want to mess with this one because it's not hardened off at all. If I do, I'm going to take this one off because it has hardened off. Everything I'm cutting has been lignified. It's hardened off. It's a maybe green in color, but you can see the color change there. It's actually calloused up and hardened. It's not nearly as flexible as a green piece. So that should be, the prune up on this one. I would like to take this one farther back. Doesn't make sense to have it that long for a whole bunch of branch that I'm not going to end up using. So take this off a little bit more and terminate that a little bit further down. There we go. All right. So that should be it. It may be end up using this as a leader, but as it is right now, yeah, you know what? I should. So that'll be my new leader. Now, all these, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. That'll be my new leader. It'll keep the tree more compact. It's got a lot more growing to do. So we will let it grow, and we will, we will just see what comes out on this one. Just want to give that little trim. You guys in on that. Not a whole lot came off of it. I got, let's see, a couple, there's a couple more. Big one, farther. But really, these are just ends of branches. Oh, and one on the ground here. These are just ends of branches that I'd already cut back before. I'm just trimming them a little more to keep them in shape. So that one is all set. I like it. I think it's going to go in a really good direction. I am going to take this wire off because I don't think it's going to benefit the tree to leave it on. I find that when I take the wire off, it just explodes with growth in a good way. It likes to hold its shape, I think. This is my variegated willow. A really soft piece of wire. I like it. And if it bounces back a little bit, it bounces back a little bit. To get it wire free means it's going to have a lot more opportunity for growth. Sometimes I think it doesn't grow very nicely because it is not wire free. You know what? Let's take this one back to here. See if I get some growth underneath there. That would be fun. That's already a thick branch for how high it is, so there's another almost double digits in branches that came off of here. The leaves are off of my Cotoneaster, and there it is. Much more compact tree with hopefully a future. Again, most of these will be taken back to almost nothing to let them redirect their path, redirect their growth. Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens. Yeah. I know I'll be cutting this one farther back, but I'm going to wait. These two, I'm going to wait on. And I'm going to see what else comes out. I would love to get some growth here, but that's waiting on the tree to see how it grows. Right now, I like how it looks. It's kind of a, upright and formal kind of thing, or upright formal almost. Very much an upright tree. And I have not yet dug up these roots. The roots on the other one that I got were terrible. So it'll probably have to go into a pond basket next year for a couple years. Got plenty of time on this one. So thanks for joining me.